James Holder, iPhone TV, in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got the Knowledge Spencer FEARON. We're at your office today at the Sky HQ. Is this where you hang out then, normally? Just where you're at day to day?
I wish I was, yeah, well, we'll say more times, like twice a week, we do motivational speaking here as well for Sky Academy.
Okay.
And then I'm here on the Wednesdays for the podcast, which is doing really well.
And then the rest of the time, you're in the broom cupboard doing a toe-to-toe podcast, aren't you?
Man, listen, I'm proud to be in that broom cupboard, man, seriously. Big up Ed Robertson for getting me down to be in that broom cupboard. I'm so grateful, man.
There you go. Let's talk a little bit about Big Fight Week. WLADIMIR KLITSCHKO coming to the UK to take on Anthony Joshua. Big ask. Joshua only 18 fights in. Talk to me about this fight.
It's an excellent fight. It's a really good fight because of the golfing class. You got to think. Now, this is no disrespect to any one of Joshua's opponents, but you'd have to say that Klitschko is 60% better than anybody that Joshua's faced. Right, and so therefore we will see something. We will know. We can use this as a barometer to know just how good Anthony Joshua is, or just how much there has been a recline inside of Klitschko. But it is going to be a very good fight.
Do you think this could be a big mistake on the part of Anthony Joshua really and rushing into this fight?
No, because you have to take opportunity, and these are men who. They orchestrated this to a little bit, and now they're grabbing it with both hands. And who else is there for Anthony Joshua to fight right now to get 90,000 inside Wembley, right? Deontay Wilder, I don't even think they would get 90,000. It'd be a big event.
What about Fury?
Yeah, that would definitely. But unfortunately, Fury is the champion in recess right now. So who else can generate that? And and that does generate. And plus, even though Klitschko is Ukrainian, but he's based in Germany, so it's like a World Cup kind of thing, right? It's like 1966. It is like a kind of World Cup. It's England versus the kind of sub-German. So it's going to be a very good fight.
This fight potentially could make Anthony Joshua the biggest, the single fighter to earn the most one fight on British soil. Rightly so, in your opinion, rightly deserved?
Yeah, because I think that the guy's transcended the sport. I think that the guy's appealing to every class set of person in the UK, and he's also a global entity. I think he carries himself extremely well. I think to the fact that I think his Lucozade advert's incredible. Do you know what I mean?
It's an emotional advert.
It was emotional. You know what I mean? Like I always say, like, if you don't step forward, you're always going to be in the same place, and that was kind of like the same kind of slogan at the end of their video. I got off of that. You got to say that he's a beautiful human being, right? He is. He's very affable. He's approachable. He could bring this to the next level. Do you know what I mean? And to be real, this is a difficult fight. Don't think that this is an easy fight. But if we look at history, and you're not going to harp on it, and people say, "Oh, you're on BoxRec." So I don't go BoxRec, right? Let's get this straight. I think you know that, James. Coogan definitely knows this. We look at history on coming back champions, when they're coming back after a hiatus of being on a rest period, never really fares too well for him. And the ones that we have to look at on the major ones, Ali, after beating Leon Spinks to become the first man to win the heavyweight championship 3 times. He's out of retirement, then he comes back October 1980 and fights Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes was his old sparring partner, kind of similar to what we're seeing here. And it just wasn't. It didn't pay dividends to Ali. It wasn't in his favor, and he lost. When you look at Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson was on his rampage as this little 21-year-old, and Larry Holmes comes out of retirement and goes to fight him, and on not too much notice to get to fight for that fight, and Larry Holmes gets steamrolled. So it could be either one of these kind of situations here, or it could be that Klitschko just knows too much, is too experienced and too smart for Anthony Joshua. But either way, it's going to be a great fight.
Stylistically, what do you expect Klitschko to do? Do you think he'll change anything to sort of suit the style of Anthony Joshua?
No, because you got to think what Klitschko does, which he's excellent at doing. He throws his jab out. He's got an elongated jab. He pulls back and he keeps his right hand up to block, so you can't trigger your left hook. And then once he's triggered off with that jab, and he can find it because his jab's a rangefinder. With Anthony Joshua, when he jabs, Anthony Joshua throws his jab, and it's a thudding, hurtful jab, but it's a jab that explodes on impact. He doesn't try to punch through the target. Klitschko, when he pauses with his jab, but when he starts catching with it, he tries to punch through target to line up to throw his right hand. If Klitschko can't hit you with his left jab, he will not throw the right hand. He will just keep on throwing that jab all the time till he can see to throw the right hand. But we have to look, especially on the Pulev fight, Klitschko got very, very good left hook. And you saw how he jumped in, he was on a bounce and he jumped in and threw the left hook. And we saw that Anthony Joshua has been susceptible to be caught with left hooks. We saw that in the second round of the Dillian Whyte fight. But he's improved since then. This is what makes this fight so great.
Give me your prediction. How do you see it? I'm going to put it on you.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's cool. No, it's cool. It's cool.
How do you see this fight playing out?
I see this being a difficult fight, but in all honesty, I think that I'm going to go with favor. I'm going to go with a favor of youth. And I'm going to go with youth and also timing. Everything's timing. When this fight was first mooted in October of last year, I wouldn't have really given Anthony Joshua that much of a chance. But now with time, he's had the fight in between there as well, and he's more seasoned. I'm going for Anthony Joshua inside 8 rounds. That's what I'm going for. That's my pick. Even though Klitschko looked very impressive yesterday at the workout, but as Bruce Lee said, boards don't hit back. So I'm going for Anthony Joshua on this one, man.
On that note, Spencer FEARON, thank you.
No, man, big up you, James, man. I'm waiting for all the hate comments to start coming in.
You know what? I think your comments have been getting a lot better of late.
Yeah, of late. But you know what? Listen, I don't care. Good, bad, impartial. Keep on calling my name because they don't understand the laws of this thing, right? Which is a transmigration, which is like even when you die, your spirit's still here. Keep on calling my name because all you're doing is giving me energy.
There you go.
Peace, 2 fingers, I'm out.
Thank you, Spencer.